Yeah, hi everyone, welcome down to Lodge for another week. It's just when we thought spring was here, it's turned real cold and wintry again. Been absolutely beautiful weather here the last couple of weeks, and hopefully heading into the spring. Interesting, all the horses' coats are broken, so they'll all be nice and shiny in the next couple of weeks. I've got a few runners this week, so let's get into it. Got Redivo here in Geelong on Friday. Tinkered over whether I put blinkers on him, and I actually worked him in a shadow roll the other day, and he worked up really good. So he's going to race, have his first start in a shadow roll. 2,400 metres is perfect for him. Geelong, perfect for him. Big field, so there should be a good tempo. So lots of ticks in the boxes for this horse. So really keen to sort of get him to the races on Friday at Geelong. That's Redivo. Big Zippity Zoostar goes to Geelong on Friday. I reckon he's still one run away, this horse. And he's drawn just terribly, so he's probably not going to get the best of runs. We're going to just put this run under our belt. We can take our medicine and probably just ride him to get a bit of cover or something. I'm not sure. We'll just have a look at the speed in the race. But if he drew a gate, you'd be confident that he'd be able to bounce and be in the first couple and really give this race a fair shake. But the barrier, if there's one start you don't want to draw wide at Geelong, it's a 1,700 metre start. So we'll just really have to play this one by ear. But I reckon he's one run away. So he can probably run nearly run a place on Friday, and then I reckon he'll be 100% and be ready to win. Yeah, Hell of a Storm having her first start on Friday at Geelong. She's having a bit of a shampoo, getting all ready to go to the races. You can see everyone loves a grey horse, and she certainly is. So she, interesting sort of horse, really difficult horse to break in. It took the breaker probably 4 or 5 goes to break her in, and she's done a really good job that she's up to. She's had a couple of trials and that sort of stuff. What probably comes against her a little bit is her temperament is she's probably going to be a miler, but at the moment she just wants to jump and run a fair bit. So we got her in a 1,200 metre race where they should run along pretty solid. So hopefully she can just learn to be running second or third or something like that. Hopefully it'd be lovely if she's running 4th or 5th and just actually relaxes and then hits the line, where in her trials she's been jumping out, showing a heap of speed, and then sort of been struggling a little bit late. So time to get her to go to the races. That's Hell of a Storm on Friday. Spezia goes to the Valley on Saturday. We are going straight up to the 2,000 metres with her. Probably in the past we've sort of gone to the 2,000 metres at the end of her preparation, and albeit that she won her maiden over it, her couple of other runs haven't been too bad. She hasn't been too far away. So she was very good the other day at Pakenham, straight to the 2,000 metres. Just hope that the track holds up. We got her back onto the synthetic on top of the ground, and she was very good. So we just hope that it's a nice firm track at Moonee Valley Saturday. My old mate here, Prince Ziggy, goes back to the races on Saturday at Moonee Valley. He'll probably be about 200 to 1, I'd reckon. But anyway, he'll kick off his preparation. He's got 63.5, so we put a young claiming girl on it. Look, his trials have been great. His track work's nice and keen. He's very bright. He's a very healthy, happy old horse, this horse. So 10-year-old, and this is his prep. But he's going good enough to win a race somewhere in his preparation again. Not sure where we'll really end up. He was really competitive in those 3,000 metre races last time in, but they tend to be only benchmark 70 horses, and in the 70s he gets 63.5 kilos, so we might have to fish around and try and find a little 1.5 mile race somewhere for him. But he's in very good order. He'll run his cheeky first up run like he always does. So that's Prince Ziggy at Moonee Valley Saturday. Got Lorenzetti in at Sandown Wednesday. I had him in last week, and he's just a little bit loose in his droppings. So we pulled the pin there, and he's nice and bright and well. He worked great this morning, so he's ready to go back to the races. He was very good his last start, and in 78 grade drops right back to 64 grade, and no doubt he'll be more than competitive. There's Lorenzetti at Sandown next Wednesday.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse, the old boy, Prince Ziggy, kicks off his campaign. This time in, it's always exciting when this old boy comes back into work, and when he has his first up run. There hasn't been too many preps gone by that he's had, that he hasn't been able to win a race, and if not multiple races. He's earned 565,000, so if he wins another one this time in, I'd imagine he'll click over the 600k. So for a country stable like us, he's been absolutely pure gold to us. He Evan just, you know, apprentices and things like that, learning to ride, track work and things like that. He's just an absolute marvel, and I've got no doubt that he'll have another good prep. He's trialled up well. He's probably, you know, barrier 12 around Moonee Valley, over a mile first up. He's probably got a few, you know, crosses against his name, but I'd imagine if Laura can sort of slot him across, he'll run a bit of a tricky race, and then we sort of know, you know, once he gets out over sort of, you know, 2400 now, and he won those couple of 3000 metre races last time in, and but despite once he gets that staying strip, we know he'll give it absolutely his all. That's all he's done his whole career, and love for him to be able to, you know, put another one away this time in, and but he's great. He's nice and bright and well, and he certainly wouldn't know he's a 10-year-old.
Yeah, that's it for another week at Empty Lodge. Thanks for watching. Plenty of runs this week. A couple of real long price horses that should go pretty good. Great to see old Prince Ziggy back at the races, my old favourite. He's going all right, the old boy. His couple of trials have been really good. Robin's been riding him in his trials, and he's been going pretty good for him. So interesting to see how the Valley races on Saturday, was it? Geez, it was just absolutely red hot front running the other day, and big long price horses are getting up, winning by margin. So I'll be interested to see if they correct that. But both those horses are taken to the Valley Saturday are in very good order. They'll go good. A couple of interesting horses at Geelong on Friday. Lovely little mare, Hell of a Storm. She very proud of the staff, and certainly our breaker Brad Pearson to get this horse to the races. She's properly hard work, and Brad's done a great job. And then Nigel Brown, who worked for both us and Brad, has got her going here at the farm, and she's ready to go to the races. So really keen to sort of see how she is. Let's hope she behaves herself. Until next week, see you later.
Track-tide tips, that's really hard to say. Track-tide tips is really hard to say. Well, Pete's record of 3 weeks in a row still holds after Danny, 1 week in a row. Well done, Dan. Danny Markovic. Well, Danny didn't last long, only 1 week. Danny Markovic didn't last long, 1 week. I'm contradicting myself, righto. The Mayor of Geelong come for a visit this week, and he reckons he could tip and beat Pete's record of 3 weeks in a row. Didn't last. Pete's record of 3 weeks in a row did last.